Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is
Ahoy
Derek,
there,
the
this is
convicted
Derek, the convicted
cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself,
please
like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below.
On my
On
channel,
my
I like to
channel, I
talk,
like to
shop, and
talk,
pop
shop, and
open,
pop
that is.
open, that is movies and physical media. And today I'm doing something a little different than usual. I couldn't resist doing that. I'm looking at, that's a good pause screen. That's always the fun part of these. Something I've never done before. I realized that the oldest video I have saved on my laptop still was my earliest Oscar predictions for 2023. So I thought, well, before I need to X-nay this out of here for whatever reason, why don't I watch it and see how wrong I was and make fun of myself? Because I love doing that. If there's anything I'm good at, it's giving myself crap. This is the first time I've ever done this. I've seen other channels do similar things before, so it's not like I'm inventing anything here. But I just thought it'd be fun. And I know there's going to be some weird shit on here. There's always stuff that never got released. I know Dune 2 is probably going to be on here, and then it got pushed after the fact to the 2024. So it'll be funny to see how wrong I am and maybe how right I am in some cases. I don't know. This was before we really knew anything. I'm just going to watch the video and pause it here and there as I go, cut in between if I need to. Let's get on with it. Media. And I'm officially doing my first Oscar related video of the season. Yes, it's really early.
Oscars.
People have been doing them for months. Some people do them every month of the year with absolutely nothing to go on. I'll wait until the middle / end of the summer, and then I'll make a prediction video.
Espresso. So it's only the top 8 categories on
And when
Gold
they show
Derby
up
at
on
this
here,
time,
that's when I'll be
which is
making my
probably good
prediction.
because
I'm not
anything
gonna
else I would be
just
really pulling
pull
answers out of my
5
ass.
movies out of my butt. Category that
See,
exists.
brain minds think alike.
Oppenheimer. We'll be getting a slew of technical nominations.
Oh,
Barbie
really?
will probably get a few for its art direction, costumes, etc., like that, from what I've seen. And then Dune Part 2, same as the last one, probably. I just kind of hope it doesn't win every single category for the same categories as it won for the original. You know what I mean? It's kind of lame when the same movie, technically. I'm not a massive Dune fan, so I'm actually happy it got delayed just for the sake of Oppenheimer winning the categories it deserved. Like I said in the past, if Dune 2 would win the same categories again, it would kind of piss me off. Pretty much the only thing Dune could have won this last award show that wouldn't have made me mad would have been visual effects, which it's like a shoe-in for next year. The top 10 they have here looks to be
Well, I'm
Killers
glad
of
I
the Flower
tuned
Moon,
myself in. Thank
the
you, Pat. Me.
Scorsese DiCaprio picture. Obviously, number one, so for a reason.
Well, if you get Dune out of there,
which I
it
have not
looks
seen,
pretty
but I've
reasonable.
heard
Hey, Zone of Interest is up there, and that was before I really knew what the hell it was. Zone of Interest, which is a very interesting Holocaust movie, I believe. Google it. Don't take my word on it. The Holdovers, which is an Alexander Payne movie starring Paul Giamatti. Spider-Man into this, or Across the Spider-Verse. Sorry. Poor Spider-Man. It just really got kicked to the curb this year for award season, and it didn't even end up winning its one category it got in for, which I haven't seen Boy and the Heron. I'm not a huge anime Miyazaki guy. Like, they're great animated movies, but I just at least the first one already has an Oscar, and I prefer that one as a movie. I would love if this got nominated for Best Picture. More animated movies in Best Picture, please. Maestro, the Bradley Cooper film that he is directing, writing, and acting in. I've heard some things about it. It's getting not the greatest early screening This was
reviews.
back when it had to get like
back
part of it
retelling
edited
and
out
shorting
after
into
bad
that.
festival
But as
screenings.
far as
Oh
an
god,
acting
forgot about
makeup
that.
combo goes, Saltburn, which is a new
Oh,
film
that one, I
from,
guess, but who
I can't
didn't?
think of her name, who did Promising Young Woman.
Emerald
Emerald
Fennell.
Fennell. There we go.
There we go.
So it'll be exciting to see her movie. I've heard good things about this as well. And
They have Anatomy of a Fall on there. Nice. I didn't know what the hell these were. They were just on there. So
which is available to watch.
let's see if I actually predict it though. Look at Poor Things all the way down there.
It's a good dad movie.
52 to 1. Holy shit. That was like second place.
Napoleon, the Ridley Scott, Joaquin Phoenix movie, which is, given Ridley Scott movies, could be great or could be a whatever. You know, he's hit or miss. Poor Things, which is one of the ones I'm most excited to see. Might be a little too weird for the Oscars. Yorgos Lanthimos' new Frankenstein.
Thank God it wasn't.
Related movie, The Piano Lesson, which is.
Did that even come out?
Denzel Washington,
August
That
Wilson
didn't come
played
out,
to
right?
film
No,
adaptations.
it
So
had to
they
get
did
delayed to this
Fences,
year if it's even being made
and they
anymore.
did what
No,
was
I
it,
forgot about
Looter, so
that.
that's cool. And Samuel L. Jackson is in
Me
this,
educating
and
myself on
he'll
whatever this
probably be
movie is.
awesome in
I'll get
honest
next goal
things.
wins. I like that
Taika
movie. It's a cute
Waititi
movie,
with
but
Michael
yeah, that didn't go
Fassbender.
anywhere.
That's a lot of these films would be the same in all the other categories as well. But Killers of the Flower Moon, I'm not going to assume it's going to win anything. But as far as you're damn sure it's going to get nominated, that you can't get much higher than that. Oppenheimer seems to be the same way, especially from actually hearing reviews of the movie saying it's as good
Oh
or
yeah,
even
this is
better
before Oppenheimer
than
came out.
Color Purple. I'll put in there. I mean, with 10 Best Picture nominees, I won't be surprised. I hear the acting is good enough. If it gets like 3 acting nominations, it'll probably get a Best Picture nomination.
Yeah, I'm
Dune
probably
2,
right.
I'm
It
guessing will
only
get
got
in.
one though.
If the first one can get in everywhere except for director, I'm sure the second one can do the same as long as it's as good, but hopefully more engaging. I thought the first one was visually amazing, but the story, I was like, whatever. I didn't really care. The whole
I still need to rewatch it.
Zone of Interest, I have a feeling from what I've heard, will be the
Zone of Interest is
foreign film
awesome.
that gets in. There's always one or
Go
two.
see Zone of Interest if
That
you
seems to be
haven't.
the
You can
top
buy it
contender.
now, I think.
Holdovers, I can
Digitally.
hopefully get
Holdovers
to.
is great.
I think I'm just gonna go 10 for 10. Barbie. How funny would it be if Barbie got in for Best Picture? Across the Spider-Verse should, honestly, from what's come out so far this year, get in. Maestro seems like it's one of those that's like too obvious, but it's been getting so many like not great reviews that I'm like worried to put it in. Air seems too boring of a choice, but it's one of those movies that's like it's a good movie all around, and just enough people
Even I was
like
skipping
it.
Maestro back then, and
I might go
that was
crazy
my
and just do
number 10 of the
Saltburn because
year.
I've heard good things.
Saltburn,
Cindy
oh,
Hammer
hey, I like
now
Saltburn more than Maestro. I'll give
doing
it
another
that.
film. So for now, I'm going to do these 10. I'm sure it'll change 100 times. That's the kind of the pointless part of doing this so early.
The
But
problem
not
with
really
doing it
leaving you
early is that
where odds
half
would
the
be
movies that end up getting
ones
nominated
as far
aren't
as
even like
the
known
Golden
of yet.
game goes. So Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Past
2,
Lives, Color Purple,
3,
Dune Part 2, Zone of
4,
Interest, The Holdovers,
5,
Barbie, Spider-Man,
6.
and Saltburn. That would be an
6 out
interesting
of 10
group
isn't bad
of
considering one of
movies.
those movies didn't come out
Director
this year.
here, the top dogs are Scorsese, Nolan,
I bet if Killers of the Flower
Killing
Moon came out
Strong,
last year, it might have won a couple things.
Killing
It's too
Songs,
bad.
there we go, for Past Lives, Jonathan Glazer for Zone of Interest,
Glazer.
Denis Villeneuve for
I
Dune
think I'm
Part
way up
2.
there.
He didn't get in for Part 1, even though everybody and their
Long
grandma
ago.
thought he was going to, so maybe he'll get in this time. Justine Triet, Anatomy of a Fall,
Yeah.
Alexander Payne, who I mentioned before, for The Holdovers, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Cooper for Maestro, Scott for Napoleon, Wes Anderson for Asteroid City, Yorgos
Look at
Lanthimos
Yorgos
for
way
Lord of
down
the
there at
Rings,
100 to 1. Oh my
Emerald
god.
Fennell for
Just didn't know any
Sofia
better at that
Coppola, I
point.
forgot
That's
about
the
that,
fun
doing
thing about
Priscilla
doing
Presley.
this.
Scorsese's getting in. Will he win? Who knows? He's been nominated, upwards of 10 times for director and won once for The Departed. Will he get in again and lose? Probably. Or will they finally give him his second Oscar? And I've heard essentially nothing but good to great things about Killers of the Flower Moon so far as well. I'm excited about that movie and Oppenheimer. I just want 3 hour long epics that deserve to be 3 hour long epics in theaters. That's what makes
That's
me
one thing we
happy.
got this year.
Nolan is hopefully going to get in. The DGA likes him. The DGA nominates him for damn near everything.
I did a video about this when
But
he
then
won
the
the DJ
Oscars snub him
finally.
at the last second. Past Lives, I have a feeling we'll get in. If the movie gets in, I think she'll get in.
Well,
Zone of
I was wrong about
Interest.
that.
Is that going to be the foreign director that gets in? Why not? Let's
Yeah.
put him in right now. Alexander
We're
Payne.
going 3 for 5 so
If this
far.
movie is as good as I've heard it is, he should get in because he gets in for damn near everything he does, and they're always great. He never
Alexander
wins
Payne
for
probably should have
director.
gotten in for director.
Greta Gerwig for Barbie and Bradley Cooper would both be interesting because they both need to get a directing nomination badly. Barbie is a unique enough movie that I could see it getting in, but it's also a weird enough movie that I could see them just being like, it's a Barbie movie. It doesn't deserve that kind of a thing. Bradley Cooper didn't get in for Star is Born, which got in for essentially everything else. So that kind of sucks. He should have won Best Actor for that, by the way.
Yes, he should have. You're right.
He's
Past
like
me.
officially the director.
Hey, I was close. He got in a DGA at
for
least,
every
right?
single project.
I'm half right.
Best Actress, we have Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple.
3 out of
So
5 ain't bad.
a lot of acting stuff. Greta Lee
God,
for
she's
Past
on
Lives,
top.
Sandra
Look at
Oh
that. The top 2 people didn't even get nominated.
Fall, Natalie Portman for May December.
3 out of the top
which
5
also
people didn't get
has,
in.
Can't think of her name.
Crazy.
Well, good to her.
Sandra Hüller's up there, though, and Emma Stone. Annette Bening for 9. Gary Mulligan down there.
Annette Bening for 9.
This is back when Lily Gladstone was in supporting.
One of the most overdue actors.
There's Margot down there. God, even then she was down there.
It'd be cool if she got in. in one, but is she gonna be like a lone nominee for a movie and win? That's rare. Jessica Lange, Long
Pretty
Day's
damn close.
Journey into Night. I hear that's a good one.
Oh,
Carrie
did that
Mulligan
even
is
come out?
Maestro.
God.
She's always good. Regina King.
Shirley, you know, that one
Margot
even came out.
Robbie for
The Golden
Barbie.
movie nobody cared about.
Zendaya for that Challenger
Challenger
movie
still hasn't come out
recently
yet.
about.
There's Lily way
Lily
down there.
Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. Is she seriously at 100-1, or is it because she's supporting actress? I don't know.
I put her in at
Whichever
100-1, and
character
I
is
still had her at
playing
100-1 the whole
this
time. That's
movie.
right. When she got nominated.
Because I don't know.
Go. Good.
We don't
Good
know
job.
what category they're going to be in for sure yet. So I'm going to assume she could get in here just to have her at 100-1. And then if they decide
call.
which cat for 100-1, I would assume they would take the actress with the largest role in that film and make her the lead actress nominee. Just saying.
See,
But if they put her in supporting,
there's
it's
my
one of those
argument.
things where it's like Color Purple, like I've been saying, it's going to have some nominees in
Not
the
that
acting
one, though.
categories. Past Lives. Once again, I've heard nothing but amazing
Really?
things about all of the cast of that movie. I think if the lead actor is in the lead acting category, which, like I said a second ago, would make sense, all three of them are going to get nominated potentially.
Oh, God. Remember when Past Lives was everyone's favorite movie that week? Hey, I put it in December earlier.
Some damn good acting.
She's
So
great
I'm
in
gonna
December.
Go with Natalie Portman.
Watch me skip.
For now.
I
If I
skipped
take out
Emma Stone because
Lily
she was too low.
Gladstone, I will put in
That's
the
funny.
other one.
No one knew jack shit
Lead
about Porthu
actors,
yet. At least.
DiCaprio, because it's
Normal
DiCaprio. No
normies
matter
like
what, you
me.
got to have him in the top couple of choices every movie he does,
Right.
whether or not he's
Barry
nomination.
on
He's
Saltburn up
only been
there. God,
nominated
that Bob
once,
Marley
which is
movie. I
irrelevant.
don't give a shit about that
It
one.
wasn't even
See how you way down
a
there.
local biopic movie.
Although he did hardly have a
Walking
better
Phoenix
shot than
Napoleon,
half the
Swank
people
and Phoenix
above him
would
there.
be good. Or I will put Leonardo DiCaprio in no
Oh,
predictions
poor Leo.
for any Martin Scorsese.
I liked him in that. I honestly would have nominated him above Coleman Domingo personally.
Cillian
So
Murphy. Hopefully, it's not just
yeah,
thinking and he gets
this is
in.
before we
Bradley
knew
Cooper gets
American
nominated
Fiction
for
was a thing. That's why
every
the other
damn
four
movie
guys
he
are on
does
there.
that's a drama. So why not this one? He looks good in it from what I've seen. I would love Coleman Domingo to get in for Rustin because he is a fantastic actor, and it would be cool if he got in. And I think he's also in Color Purple, so he could potentially get in both categories. We'll see.
No.
And my love for Paul Giamatti. See, like I said, I'm going to be copying the herd on most of these.
Best
Gary
actor
Cohen,
was set from the
Cool to be honest
get-go
with you guys.
almost.
Giamatti.
Once Jeffrey Wright came into play,
Giamatti, for God's sakes.
4 out of 5,
See, there's Lily
6
Gladstone
months ago.
again. So
Or
here I'm
God,
going to have
number.
her as my number one.
There's Lily.
And then if they decide
She doesn't count.
which
Oh
category
God,
they're going to shove her
forgot
in,
about
take her out of the lead.
Taraji.
Tajari P. Henson and
She was
Danielle
above
Brooks for
Danielle.
Color
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Julianne Moore. There's the actress I couldn't remember for some reason for May December.
Julianne Moore should have
She's
gotten nominated.
outstanding alongside with
Better than
Natalie
everything
Portman,
but Divine Joy Randolph in the
for The
category.
Holdovers, Viola Davis in Air. Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer, I've heard, has been doing. She's always good, and she needs a nomination, but I don't think it's for this. I hear she doesn't do much in the movie, even
She
for
doesn't
supporting
do that.
actress. You know, as far as that goes. Rosamund Pike is
She
also
doesn't do
Saltburn
that
hero,
much in that
with-
movie, but she's
so
good.
She's always amazing. I can't wait to see that now.
I would have liked
Gary
Rosamund
Cohen in
Pike to be in there. She was better than
movie.
half the nominees. Oh God, Maya Hawke and Maestro. I forgot she was even in Maestro.
Saltburn.
She's the daughter. That's right.
Maestro. I'm gonna like
Tilda Swinton is good in The Killer too.
Whether it gets
She's not in it
nominated or
much,
not,
but she's
or not.
good.
All right, so part of me wants to.
I'll probably put Viola in there
because
because
she's
she got ignored all year.
and she gets nominated for damn near everything she does. But from what I've heard about the holdovers, I'm gonna
Hey,
I'm gonna give it to someone else until I can't anymore. Supporting
That's probably a
actor,
better
way at the
category
top,
than what we
got
ended
De
up with.
Niro, Too Many Things.
Or John
Lisa
Majaro.
Kudrow,
God, he totally got ignored all year. He didn't get jack
Ryan
shit.
Gosling for Barbie.
He's great
Coleman
too.
Domingo yet again.
A little
like I
too
said,
subtle in that movie, though. I guess now that I've
Robert
finally
Downey
seen
Jr. in Oppenheimer. Apparently, he is
it.
a
Look at him
substantial
way down
part of
there at
the
like
movie,
number
so I'm just
5.
like,
Sammy Jackson. Hopefully he does get in for that movie if it ever comes
a
up.
lot of Samuel L.
Charles
Jackson.
Melton should have gotten in probably.
Wilson, like I mentioned.
Mark Ruffalo down
Charles
there.
Melton and Matt Damon.
There's Willem down there.
Willem Dafoe for
They had Mark
Portals.
above
I said he was
Willem.
gonna get
Points
in
for
four
that.
things. It's
They had the
called
Bike Riders.
Tom
God,
Hanks
that
Bike
still
Rider
hasn't come out
movie.
yet.
This Flint Strong
Trailers
movie
for that are
has
finally coming out though.
It's almost number one in
I'm
the
so glad.
category.
De Niro's
It's in
great.
two
He
categories
absolutely
for the
deserved to
actors.
get
So,
in.
that's a good thought. John Majaro, like I said, I'm gonna put as many of these actors from this film as I
Past
can.
Lives
That
just
makes
shit the
sense at the
bed.
time. Ryan Gosling, I've
At
heard
least I got
nothing
in for a
but
couple things for Ryan
outstanding
Gosling.
comedic performance. Maybe the real Barbenheimer battle will be between
Coleman
Gosling
Domingo. I
and
think I put him in
Downey
for a
Jr.
double
for
nomination if I
supporting
remember
actor.
right.
Coleman Domingo for Color Purple for the double nomination.
I was hedging my bets on that one.
And from what I've heard about Robert Downey Jr., literally as of today, because I've been watching some non-spoiler reviews for Oppenheimer saying that he is way better than you'd think. and he is fairly transformative, and you kind of forget that it's Robert Downey Jr.
He's in the movie so much
And
more.
he does play a bigger role in the film than expected. And this could be like a, hey,
Was that
welcome
3 out
back
of 5?
to
Not
real
bad.
movies.
This is, like I said,
Robert
this is
Downey
before
Jr.
American Fiction was a
You're done
thing.
with Iron Man now. Welcome back to real movies. Have an Oscar nomination. And then Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's before American Fiction was a thing. Sterling K. Brown wasn't even on the radar. 3 out of 5 ain't bad. I'll take it.
But he at least already has him.
And that didn't even get in, did
The
it?
first
Killers
one
got
should, the second one
snubbed.
probably should.
Crazy.
Barbie,
Spider-Man for
Poor
screenplay.
Things,
God,
Color
that should have
Purple,
happened.
Piano
Spider-Man
Lesson,
should have got all the
Killer,
things. It's
The
so
Way
good.
There Got It To Be Margaret, Next Goal Wins, Boys in the Boat, Theater Camp.
Bunch of movies everyone forgot existed.
Killers of Flower Moon, yes, absolutely. Oppenheimer, yes, absolutely. Zone of Interest, probably. It's a foreign film, which is more rare for a screenplay.
I did a video about that too.
Dune Part 2 will probably get in because the first one did. And if this one's as good as
that doesn't count.
Barbie would be fun. I would love if Spider-Man got in, but the fact that
it's funny, Barbie's an adapted here. It's probably in both because they didn't know what it was in. But Barbie's an adapted here, then I went to original and then back to adapted. Look at me skip Zone of Interest like an idiot. Poor thing's sitting there just waiting to get clicked.
Original screenplay, Past Lives, absolutely is getting in.
Hey,
If it gets
I got one.
Holdovers, Alexander Payne, that's getting in. Saltburn,
Yep.
Emerald Fennell, good call. May, December, from what I've heard, will be getting in. That is the
Hey, go me on that one.
if I'm not mistaken. Wes Anderson could squeak in for Asteroid City. We got Napoleon. I don't see that getting in. Maestro. The Bradley Cooper one is a maybe. Anatomy of a Fall, I hear, is amazing. I think I might just go with the
Hey, there we go. Go me.
Not
4 out of
necessarily
5 ain't
order.
bad.
Past Lives,
And the one that's
Saltburn,
missing,
May, December, and Anatomy.
Maestro is the one that got in that I didn't click.
So that is my official first predictions.
That's
for
it.
the top.
Well, all things considered, not so bad. I went 4 out of 5 in a couple categories. There was some Dune 2 in there. If you X-nay that, not so bad. Poor Things ignored completely because I don't think I knew what the hell it was at the time. American Fiction, not even there. Not even a hint of American Fiction anywhere in those lists. But yeah, the piano lesson movie, that didn't come out, right? Is that coming out this year? Hopefully. Like I said, I want to see Sammy Jackson get another Oscar nomination. That'd be great. But I'll try to do this again next year now that I remembered. Maybe I'll do even more ridiculously early Oscar predictions for this year shortly after this video. We'll see how that goes. I'll just have Dune 2 in every category and get half of them right. Oh yeah, let me go check how old that video is. That's one thing I didn't do. So that was July 19th, just Wednesday, July 19th. Just a couple days before I saw Oppenheimer in theaters along with everybody else. Not the worst considering. I was right about Barbie getting in. This is funny, like ignoring the people I ended up getting snubbed, like Greta and Bradley, because they didn't get in at the other times of their movies getting in. So it happened again. Called Jonathan Glazer. I didn't know much about Anatomy of a Fall, but I still got it in for screenplay, which it won. So that's kind of funny. That just proves the most solid category all season long was Best Actor. The only thing that changed was Leo getting snubbed for Jeffrey Wright, essentially. I would have picked Jeffrey Wright in and put Leo over Coleman. But I love that Coleman got a nomination. He's a great actor. But I just really liked Leo in Killers of the Flower Moon. But then I would have had 11 nominations, and then my most previous video wouldn't have been as funny. So I'm glad it only got 10 just by happenstance. So check that video out because nobody else has about the Martin Scorsese curse of 10 nominated movies. Yeah, that's all I had for today. Just thought it'd be something fun to do that I haven't done before. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.